Start recording.
Our information about events at Pavo is incomplete, but I believe the Terrans are undertaking a large-scale operation there. They have managed to coerce the planet's
YouTube, if you now
consciousness
wonder what
into
the heck's
serving
going
their
on,
violent needs.
I lost all sound.
Furthermore, they've turned Pavo's transmitter into a potent
I
weapon.
need to double check this.
Time is of the essence.
Ah.
While the Alliance is mobilizing a larger response, we are, in effect, the first responders.
We are the first
It
responders.
falls to us to do what we can to stop Captain Tilly and her crew before they solidify their control of Pavo. Failing to do so could be catastrophic. Ideally, we should return the Discovery and her crew to their proper time and space.
No,
Under the
I quickly
circumstances,
checked the
removing
recording,
the Terran presence
and
from Pavo is the
yeah.
more immediate, logical need.
Yes. Let's get there. Back to Pavo. Commission to poke expert. Permission granted. Work for my best to Dosh, darn it!
Based on my readings, I believe the Terrans have managed to alter Pavo's song. Somehow, Tilly and her crew have manipulated it into a new type of harmonic waveform. This waveform is potent enough to realign the space around the planet, shifting it to a different quantum signature. As a result, a number of interphasic rifts have opened within the system.
For what purpose?
I believe she is attempting to bring things from the mirror universe to ours. Logic suggests an invasion force, based on previous encounters with the Terran Empire. We are not the only ones interested in this behavior. The time-displaced Klingons are moving to investigate as well. Considering previous encounters, the situation could become volatile quickly.
Alright, let's deal with this before it gets out of hand. Excuse me, Klingon. Please stop. Wreckage of a ship. Massive. The Terrans are trying to get reinforcements through here. It didn't work. Picking up life signs from several of the larger pieces of debris. Virtually last force is failing, however. We don't have a lot of time left. Prep sick for casualty. Keep transporting survivors aboard. Why am I scanning the portal? Please stop scanning the portal. These just leave survivors. Got it. While we're here, let's grab this little cheap box. That I can sort. Oh, I can do a Tycoon's Rift. Oh, I can. Oh, you'll get it. Oh, this shit turns around so much quicker. Rescue several survivors. Uninjured ones are being held in the brig. Casualties are in sick bay. We found several who were cocooned in mycelial threads. Apparently the wreckage passed through some kind of subspace mycelial network. Now several of the survivors are wrapped in these fungal strands. The cocoon ones survived? Too early to tell. The implications are positive. Apparently the mycelial webwork is very durable. They protected them from disaster and claimed their shit. Alright, keep me posted if their status changes. In the meantime, we need to get to the planet side.
I have the coordinates for the science station on the planet's surface. It is logical to assume that the Terrans have taken control of the research team and their facilities, preparing for an armed response to the threat.
Alright, let's go. Let's go beam down. Be ready for an armed response. I need a haircut. Or maybe because I'm losing my hair. Poke stuff like that.
The research facility has already been attacked. We must see to the welfare of the researchers, if any survived.
We should check the shelter area. Hello, researcher.
Your assistance is appreciated.
That's good to know.
I have recovered.
Whoa!
My injuries are not
We are fortunate
life-threatening.
that the Terrans did not kill everyone. They were more concerned with our research data and equipment. Our work appears to have given the Terrans what they need to communicate with Pavo in ways we cannot. They are now able to alter the planet's consciousness, causing it to reflect their own dark nature.
That was a mistake, don't do that. We'll beam your people to safety before we deal with the Terrans.
Our security personnel should remain with us. We will need all the help we can get against the Terran forces.
A logical conclusion.
While trying to communicate with the planet, we have learned that it uses crystal matrices as transmitters. We have a small collection of crystal samples. They may be useful to re-establish the planet's normal biosphere, free from Terran influence.
7 months of no coffee? I'd go insane. Let's pick up a few of those crystals before we continue.
I was able to take readings of the area. Terran technology is not subtle, especially agonizer gear. I'm reading it in several nearby locations. A meadow, a riverbank, and a narrow pass. I am also reading several Terran life signs in those areas. I do not expect a warm welcome from them.
Alright, once we've done with the Terrans, we can turn off their agonizers and restabilize the
There
planet.
is a canyon that exits to another glade of Pavan life a short distance to the south of here. Logically, the Terrans would seek out places where they can use their technology to attempt to subvert the planet.
Alright, we should keep an eye out for their devices then.
The device there, near the crystals. Disable it to interrupt the Terrans' hold on Pavan.
Woo! Alright, we did it. Tea, water, soda, too tired, drank cup of coffee. Sounds like a good plan to me. I would have just gone straight to the coffee. Hello, little blue thing. Let's follow you. Obviously, I select I'm the coffee drinker. Oh, yeah. I am the coffee drinker. Alright, looking good. Alright, let's go to the meadow. Walking through the meadow. Hi, I must ask you to stop what you're doing. Hang on, we'll kick blood pie.
We should continue before the Terrans send reinforcements. Curious. I sense something. They are attempting to communicate telepathically.
Anger!
They are angry.
Energy shot, coffee, and a can of soda on wide away.
Kill them all! Kill them all!
Uh-oh. Team, defend yourselves. Uh-oh. You seem to have, oh, there we are. Kill the angry guy. Seems like a good plan.
Fascinating. The Terrans have used their agonizer technology to induce a state of hostility in the Pavan biosphere. It is lashing out, using its empathic powers to project its pain and rage into other living beings. If the Terrans are able to do this on a large scale, the planet could serve as a massive telepathic weapon. It would be able to subvert or kill anyone, anywhere. We should disable this technology wherever we find it on Pavo.
Why did the attack affect me or my officers?
An interesting question. I believe the biosphere has a stronger connection to myself and my team. It may have instinctively struck the most familiar minds first. That being said, I do not believe it will continue to exclusively attack the members of my team. Only those with the ability to harm the biosphere will be immune.
Are you able to continue on?
Yes. Now that I have experienced the psionic attack, I can take steps to shield my mind against it. The security officers, on the other hand, do not have my level of training in the mental arts. It would not be logical for them to continue on with us.
Alright, very well. We'll bring the security team up to the ship. Later, guys. Alright, let's disable this thing. I like the scientist. He's a nice guy. Alright, let's go. Oh, hello. You. Damn it, they booby-trapped the place. That was rude. Ooh. We'll worry about that later.
It seems that in addition to using their agonizer technology on the planet itself, the Terrans are blocking access to the central pillar with force fields in selected areas. Doubtless, they wish to prevent interference in their captain's plans.
Alright, we need to disable those force fields and stop their captain. You flip him one shot, one of the three. One shot! What they call me. On shot 170. Actually, no, they probably don't call me that at all.
Oh, you're good! Seriously! I sent my best to deal with you.
Dude, I'm
My
D-Lo.
best! And here you are, alive and kicking. Well, bravo!
It is illogical for you to continue, Captain. Whatever you are doing to Pavo needs to end.
Ah, the famous Vulcan logic. Get it straight. Pavo and I, we're just getting started. Oh, and that part about sending my best at you? I lied.
I lied. Easter.
Why don't I give you a little taste of my big gun?
Welcome. Hello, say hello, my dear.
Disable the controls to the left before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
I can do this all day. You?
Oh, I can do this all day. You can do this all day? Wait, you've seen Captain America too? One
Time's
shot.
up. Ready to die? Ever had an agonizer down your throat? No? You're about to.
Sabel's unconscious. Oh my word, hello. Damn it. I died. Chili!
Now this will be a real treat. For me. You just got to my
Did
last
Doctor
nerve
Strange say
and
that? I
jumped
know
all
Captain
over.
America did. I didn't realize Strange did it. No, it was Captain America. Yes, it was Captain America. I can do this all day. Got it.
Well, this is definitely not how I saw this ending. You know it's only a matter of time before we beat you, right? You don't have the stomach to stop us. But we're more than
Yes, he did
capable
say
of
it then
you.
as well. Yes, he did say it.
And
then.
I
But
intend
Captain
to
America
make that
also
happen.
said it a few
That
times.
seems unlikely. Your campaign of terror here is over, Captain.
Oh, I'm not done yet, Vulcan. Till next time, you assholes.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Not the, again, not the word.
Interesting. She has somehow used Pavo's transmitter as a long-range transporter. Tilly could be anywhere in the quadrant now.
That could be a problem.
If we are fortunate, we might find further clues among the Terran equipment. They did go to considerable trouble to arrange this set.
We should check their gear by the spire. Gear! Search Terran supplies. Ooh, none of that.
I think we have found all we can here. It may be advisable to return to your vessel so that we can deal with the situation in local space.
Let's go. Oh, there's a floaty little blue thing again.
Now that you have secured the research preserve, we must find a way to return the remaining Terrans and their vessel to their proper time and space.
Recommendations?
We can use the ion storm to send Discovery back. Specially modified probes can amplify the storm in specific locations. This can generate a localized ion effect and open a gateway to the proper point in space and time.
Convincing Discovery to enter that could be difficult.
Indeed, especially given the Terran predilection for hostility.
Alright, shields up, fire to disable. Discovery has been disabled.
This is pointless. As much as it pains me to say this, we surrender. What are your terms?
Stand down. You need to return to a proper time and place.
Fine by me. Tilly slinked off to parts unknown and left us to die. I'm the captain now, and I say send us back if you can.
Very well. Return to your initial entry position. Don't try any more tricks.
Your display has been updated with locations to place probes around the star. Once the probes are in place, they will trigger an ion flare to open the gateway and take Discovery back.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Agreed. The time-displaced Klingons are still out there, and they have shown a distinct interest in destroying the Discovery, along with all of us.
Helm, take us to the launch point. Tactical. Keep watching for Klingons.
Keep those Klingon ships off us!
Be there in a second. You can handle yourselves. I got this.
Storm intensifying. Discovery. New ships near.
Damn it, they blew up my turret.
Shield won't last long if this keeps up.
Ah, don't worry about it. Word, my whole freaking repairs itself quick.
We're ready to leave. Now! What's the holdup?
You see all the Klingons around? That's what the holdup is. Got him.
This is Discovery. We're moving into position. We better get those Klingons off our back. Otherwise, this is gonna be a real short trip.
Shields are critical! We're losing them!
Emergency power to shields. Now!
Soma to Discovery. Prepare for transit. Probes are in position. Activating in 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Woo!
The ion storm has cleared, and we're receiving standard readings from Pavo. It's broadcasting its song as normal. No aberrations, no distress calls. It would seem things are returning to a calm, peaceful level.
Oh, that's good news.
Once the research team is able to resume their duties, we will begin to analyze the impact of agonizer
Teleportation.
technology
It's pretty cool.
on the Pavan ecosystem. Considering what we have just witnessed, it will be logical to make sure Tilly and her crew didn't leave any unexpected surprises on the planet as well. For now,
Soft voices.
I believe we can
And
safely
breathe.
depart the system.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Woohoo!
It will take some time to evaluate the impact of the Terran occupation of Pavo. The agonizer technology they used to manipulate the planetary biosphere was invasive and damaging. I am concerned about the effect it had upon the Pavan ecology, and how that will affect future attempts at interaction with the planet. The fact that Captain Tilly remains at large is troubling. Her technological prowess and propensity
I am
for violence should
drinking,
make her presence
rum
in this
and
time
Coke.
quite disruptive. Should she acquire current technology and return to her own time, it is possible that she will rewrite history as we know it, turning our universe into one more like her own, if not worse. In the
Zara from
meantime,
Tokyo.
we
Hello.
both have our
Welcome.
duties to attend to. It has been agreeable working with you. Live long and prosper.
And to you, Chief Scientist Somat. Yeah, Pavan healing crystal. Alright, let's quickly see. I got nothing there. Ooh, nothing there. And so, what is in my inventory? I'm not an engineering officer, so get rid of that. Might as well keep that actually. That's my normal drink. Pretty much. It's pretty much my normal drink. Get rid of that. Keep that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Looking good. Oh, I've got quite a few lock boxes now. But I haven't got any keys to it. Alright, now that I've replayed that, let's go do this one.
This is Captain Kumarke of the LSS Riskava. My research group is under attack in the Andoria system. We believe the attackers are allied with House Mokai in service to Matriarch Jaula. The flagship is using some kind of super weapon. We've lost 3 ships to it already. To all vessels within range, please. We require immediate assistance. We can't last much longer against...
We're on our way. Let's get there quick. I think that's part of the uniform, I think. Coming into Andoria. Woohoo! It is a pretty cool uniform. I should cosplay as well.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai vessels attacked without warning. Be mindful of their flagship. It has a superweapon of unknown origin, and it is devastating.
Bold of them to attack Andoria, in the heart of the Federation.
Indeed. We'll need to act fast if we're going to save Andoria.
Very well. What can you tell us about the raiders?
The Mokai ships are old, but they've been retrofitted with modern technology. Matriarch Ja'ula has been busy since her arrival from the 23rd century. Look, this cowardly attack took us by surprise. We need to deal with these raiders before that superweapon gets turned on my homeworld. Agreed?
Agreed. We're moving to assist. Cosplay as Batman, then yeah, I'll do that. I'll cosplay as Batman, then I'll cosplay as Flash from Walking Dead.
Can't fit. Our engines are damaged, but we'll join as soon as we can.
Yeah, make it quick. Hello! Deal with all those if you can. Hoffman's taking some beating. Ooh.
That new Mokai weapon is tearing our ships apart!
Fire the weapon!
Oh! What the hell is it? It looks odd.
It has created a massive spatial rift. How?
The flagship is launching across into the rift!
We have done what we can here. Now, leave the system. Master the work!
We've driven off the Mokai, but they left a very disturbing problem in their wake. We're not exactly sure what that rift is, or what it's capable of. I need answers to those questions. Andoria is my home, and I won't let it come to harm on my watch.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Captain.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of fungi. Very intriguing. I'm afraid astromycology is not my specialty. I believe we'll need to consult with an expert in the field if we're to solve this riddle quickly.
Experts in astromycology are uncommon.
I realize the scientific aspects of the rift are fascinating, but let's not forget this thing appeared as a result of Ja'ula firing her new weapon. It's not benign. It's meant to do harm. The way I see it, this rift is a ticking time bomb, and we need to shut it down before it explodes. Period.
I agree.
My science team has isolated a series of research files that could help us. They're old, from the mid-23rd century. Interesting. A good number of them are classified by Starfleet Command at the highest level.
Why would Starfleet classify astromycology research?
That's a damn good question. Not sure I want to know the answer. Look, finding an astromycologist from this century and getting them up to speed on this will take time, and we don't have a lot of that. I propose we create a holographic simulation of the author of these files and put it to work on the problem.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Good. Let's meet here on the Hoffman. I'll talk to Starfleet about gaining access to these research notes. See you soon.
Alright, let's go. Oh, I'm taking an entire away team with me. I gotta make sure I'm well, my new ship is called Bullseye.
Welcome aboard. Hope you're ready to go to work, because we have a lot of work to tackle and very little time to do it in.
Any updates on the rift?
Some. My people believe we're looking at some kind of quantum-level mycelial thread.
Mycelial?
Basically a giant extra-dimensional fungus. A giant extra-dimensional fungus that somehow serves as a portal into another plane of existence.
So how do we close this portal?
We're working on that with you, the Lucari, and hopefully the hologram we're about to deploy. Let's hope they have the data we need to get the job done.
To the holodeck then. My away team can meet up when we know what we're doing next.
Okay, let's get started. I'll initiate the basic holomatrix while you upload and integrate the relevant personality and research data.
Understood.
Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now, computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency.
What the hell?
You know, I was afraid something like this would happen. I told Strahl that our work could get twisted into some sort of weapon. I never expected the
Just started
Klingons
watching
would be the ones
Discovery and
doing the
finally
twisting.
got the Stamets reference. I haven't seen it. I probably should. Never mind. There's a transdimensional portal that seems fungal in nature.
Give me a second. Reviewing your current data. Got it. Okay, we need to know more about the probes this time-traveling Klingon fired into the mycelial network. I'll run some simulations, see what I can find out.
It's not too good so far. Okay. What can you tell us about the mycelial network?
It's a subspace realm that spans the entire multiverse. That's our universe and all other quantum realities all connected to the network. The network contains the roots of a certain type of fungus, and if you know how, you can use the spores of that fungus to access the network. I'm one of the few people to figure out how to do that, by the way. I'm assuming that's why I'm here now.
Among other reasons, yes.
The Discovery was equipped with a spore drive, and with it, we were able to travel immense distances almost instantaneously, thanks to the network. It wasn't always an exact science, though. You weren't careful, you could wind up in another dimension or another time.
I see. Glad we're able to call on your expertise.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
How dangerous is Ja'ula's weapon?
I need more data on this Klingon superweapon, but if I were to guess, I'd say it's meant to disrupt a localized section of the network. That disruption, in turn, damages the corresponding section in our universe. Problem is, damage in the mycelial network tends to spread and grow in magnitude. Unchecked, this type of attack could spread through the entire network, which would be very bad.
Exactly how bad are we talking about here?
Bad on an apocalyptic scale. Simply put, if she keeps doing this, she could bring an end to all life in all universes.
Understood. I feel the stakes have just been raised considerably.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
Let's get to work.
Nice touch. I'd have been fine with a lab from this century, but it's the thought that counts, I suppose.
Coffee.
I'm gonna run some calibration tests. I'll need you to handle the radiation and spore saturation levels.
How will that work?
I'll start the calibration, then the monitors will show you the level of radiation and spore saturation in the chamber. You'll need to adjust it up or down as we go. Don't let it get too high or too low. If the levels go out of bounds, I'll have to reset the simulation. That's annoying, so don't do it.
Got it. Watch the radiation and spore levels. Use the appropriate console to keep them in the safe range. Aha!
The simulation is picking up speed. Stay sharp. All right, we're good here. Let me take a look at the results. Interesting. First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to.
Come again?
Sorry, got ahead of myself there. I'm detecting radiation coming from the rift of a type unique to 23rd century Klingon tech. It's probably coming from those probes Ja'ula shot into the network. Whatever they're doing in there, it's probably not for the benefit of life, the universe, and everything.
Alright, understood. Next moves?
Sounds like we need to send an away team into this mycelial network to gather more data on the problem and deal with whatever House Mokai is doing there. I'll set up a mobile emitter so Stamets here can go along. I have a feeling we'll need his expertise on the other side of that rift.
Alright, understood. Let's do it.
All right, transporter's ready and standing by to beam you into the mycelial network. I took the liberty of sending your ship the adjustments. Your away team will be ready to join you there. Just say the word when you're ready to go.
We're ready. We'll contact you if anything goes wrong. What could possibly go wrong?
Good luck in there. We'll be monitoring from here. Energize.
Well, this looks all rather pretty.
Welcome to the Mycelial Network.
180!
Lucifer Tokyo, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you.
Alright, we don't have a lot of time. Between her weapon and whatever tech she's put in here, Ja'ula's done a lot of damage. We need to put a stop to it before it gets too far gone. Let's head toward those Klingon energy signatures. Seems like a good place to start.
Something's stinging me. What is that?
That would be the Jasep. They're a sentient, spore-based colony life form. My records indicate they act to decompose any material that's alien to the mycelial network, like you, for example. Adjust your personal shields to this setting. It should protect you from their nibbling. Good. Whatever's happening with that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet, anyway. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later.
Alright.
You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life, everywhere.
I think we've just discovered her plan.
Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
You look familiar.
Outsiders, I am of the Jasep. We are people of this realm. We have met people of your realm before. Many of them have traveled here. Others from your realm have sent things that are hurting us. You must make this stop.
Patel? How is this possible? I saw you die.
I created this form to give the Jasep voice, to communicate with you. Based on your memories, Patel is compassionate, idealistic, someone who protects, someone like the Jasep.
I see. Well, we appreciate the gesture.
We waste time. Strange devices have been brought here. They make the fungus sick. They are making the yield tree bloom.
Well, we came to help, if we can.
This yield tree she's talking about is bad news. The Jasep aren't fond of it, and with good reason. Its bark is toxic to them.
How did this happen, Patel?
There was a tear in the sky, and a device came through it from your realm. It gives off strange light and heat at all times. This is what brings the sickness and the poison. We know it. The device is deeper in the forest. I will take you to it, but you must stop it. You must.
We'll do what we can.
Let's get moving. Looks like this device is deeper in the mycelial forest. Watch for visible signs of fungal corruption and yield tree growth. The more we see, the closer we'll be to the problem.
Alright, let's do it.
We can use this to move quickly. It will let us travel through the network to another part of the realm.
I see. I guess we're going in. I wish I could travel that fast everywhere.
Interesting. This might be a tardigrade birthing ground. Try not to scare the little ones, okay? I don't think we'd survive an encounter with an angry adult tardigrade, let alone several.
A few scans won't hurt. We don't know a lot about them.
The liquid sources here may tell us more about them as well. Tardigrades can put themselves into a desiccated state to survive without water, but they still need it to remain active and to grow. Take a sample from the center of the pool. That should provide useful information.
Alright, let's scan the little ones and the water source.
Interesting. Even baby tardigrades are extremely tough.
The tardigrades are of the realm. They live in harmony within the forest.
Good to know.
The fluid sample shows a high level of nucleotides and proteins. This serves not only as a liquid source for the local flora, but also a nutrient carrier. These proteins include compounds associated with the formation of neurotransmission and memory.
So the fluid is part of a nervous system within the network?
It's possible that the liquid carries information in the form of protein compounds, and that specific fungi may release chemicals into the fluid that allow for widespread communication.
And the mycelium are roots and vessels, while the waterways are neuron. Come here, little one.
These readings could be very helpful to us here. Understanding this ecosystem may be the key to healing it.
Agreed, but we need to press on. I'm coming.
Look, see that? That's definitely not Klingon tech. It's running clean, too. No radiation or harmful emissions. Whatever it is, it's not part of the problem here. I'd like to take a closer look, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'd like to know more about it myself. Dude, my character's just, yeah, everyone despises him, so good.
Curiouser and curiouser. This is Alachi tech. I wonder what they're doing here. This device appears to collect spores floating in the atmosphere. Based on what we know about Alachi, I think it's collecting food for them.
The Alachi? Perhaps they have a connection with them.
Alachi are, like the Jasep, part of this realm. They lived here before they went to serve and fight in your realm. Now some of them have returned.
The Alliance will want to know about this.
Maybe. The Alachi don't have a lot of friends in the Alliance. I'd be worried about this information falling into the wrong hands. The last thing this place needs is a bunch of well-armed types stomping around looking for payback from the Alachi.
A valid point.
Incoming!
Something's wrong with the Alachi. We have to seek them.
How do I get over there?
Those Alachi were of the realm, but they were sick. Toxic, like the yield tree. Their devices were corrupt as well. If we cannot cure the Alachi, we must cull them from the realm before the sickness spreads.
I understood. We'll help them if we can. Where are we going? That's where we came.
You see? Look. Look here. It is corrupted. The device makes it grow in a strange, toxic way, and it spreads the sickness.
We must be getting closer to the device. Please stop attacking me, otherwise I will have to hurt you, and that will really annoy our user.
Lots of yield tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger.
I kind of guessed that with all the corrupted Alachi that are currently firing on us. Not quite.
This fungi is being mutated by Hargpeng radiation. Not good.
Not good.
Looks like this used to be an Alachi research outpost. They were starting to build defense systems in response to incursions from our space. That you can't guess who was responsible for those.
So the Alachi were trying to deal with this problem as well.
Unfortunately, the radiation from Ja'ula's tech had a negative effect on the Alachi. They began to mutate, and their higher brain functions started to deteriorate. Looks like a team decided to head deeper into the network to deal with the problem. There aren't any coherent entries after that.
Guessing they failed. Ja'ula's tech is still operational.
We must go deeper into the network, toward the source of the corruption.
Very well, Patel. Let's keep moving.
The device is close, you see? The yield trees, the corruption, they have spread through this area. Find the next node and jump. The source of the sickness must be in the next area.
I've just got a couple of things to sort out, but then I'm going to be getting back to practice next week, and then I'll sort out finding a good team then. Depending on how I'm feeling. It'll be at least a good 6 weeks or so before I start properly looking to join the team. Let's go.
Something's wrong here. The radiation has mutated the hyphae grouping in this conduit. I can't compute its dynamic output ranges and adjust to compensate for the mutation. Long story short, we're stuck.
Tal, is there something you can do here?
No. The sickness has damaged it too much. I cannot speak to it and make it work. It must be navigated by the Stamets. The living Stamets.
What could the living Stamets do differently to this one?
The living Stamets, the one who came here before, was part of the network, connected. He touched it with his mind. The living Stamets could feel the flow of the network. That is how he guided his ship home through it.
Feel. You mean intuition? The living Stamets guided discovery with intuition.
Yes, but this Stamets does not think the same way. It thinks like a machine, not like the living.
Could we teach this Stamets to think that way?
The memories and essence of the Stamets from before are within the network. We may be able to bring them forth for you, so you can merge them with this Stamets. What you need is within what grows here, and the fluid that connects and sustains it.
Alright, let's start collecting what we need.
The mycelial forest is a vast network, much like your computers. All you need to do is bring the memories you want to the surface.
And how would I do that?
The water connects all the growth. Use it to compel the fronds to blossom and release the memories you seek. Watch carefully. When the fronds bloom, collect the spore memories from them.
Understood. Let's hope this works.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Enemy target on center.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Yeah, gathered that, but a little bit of a problem. Some of your Alachi friends have turned up. Alright, no worries, bestie.
You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
All about it.
Enemy target on center. Flanking damage detected.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Can we just keep these guys off me for a sec? That would be like awesome. Why am I running in slow motion?
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Yes, I know.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate. You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Guys, keep them off me.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Bloody hell, they're all over there.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Oh no,
You have the spores. Now you must return to the place of memory. Together, we will make them rebuild the memory of what was.
That sounds like a good plan to me. Whew.
Spores. They are the building blocks of energy across the universe. Look how it interacts with the spores. It's as if I don't know where to go.
You only do it for me, but I could be your kind of love it when you only do things for me. You the thread that weaves life through space.
I so hoped you would find your way.
I can't even find my way out. Follow the music, Paul. I'm not going anywhere. Open your eyes.
Hugh? Okay. I know what I need to do here.
Good, I'm glad you do. Want to fill us in?
Hugh. Now I know what it was like for you when you came back. Now it's my turn, except you're not here. None of you are. Tilly,
I love the fact there's just a battle going on at the moment.
You're gone. It's just me now. What's left of me, at least.
You're alright.
I'm gonna need a moment here, okay? This is a lot to take in.
Of course.
Okay. Everything's all coming together in my head now. I can navigate the network again. I can do this.
Welcome back, Commander.
We are alike now, both created for a purpose, but with the memories of someone else. The memories of a life not entirely our own. But we are alive.
You are. Your lives are your own.
Patel may be a living thing, but what about me? I'm a computer program, a simulation of life once lived, and yet I remember being him. I remember the thrill of discovering the mycelial network, the terror of the Klingon War, serving on Discovery, everything I felt when I lost Hugh, and everything I felt when he came back. All of it. Everything.
All important things are part of your life now.
We were made, not born. But that alone does not define us. If we have all the memories, all the feelings, we can choose how to live, according to what we know and feel. We are as real as anyone. We are just made of different things.
You're Paul Stamets now, if that is your choice.
You're giving me the chance to do what I want, to be who I want to be. Thank you. I've made my choice. Let's finish this. A lot of people are counting on us, counting on me. I can help, and I will. It's what Hugh would have wanted, and it's what I want.
Very well. Let's get to work, Commander. We've turned the hologram into a living being with memories.
Dangerous. Already, many of the Alachi have become sick and corrupted.
Are we near the source then?
There are 3 devices up ahead. You must disable them.
Alright, let's take a look.
There are the devices, up ahead.
That tardigrade over there doesn't seem bothered.
They are of the realm, but the sickness doesn't affect them. It should. They eat overgrown blooms. They drink the water. Somehow, they remain strong.
If only this was being recorded to be put up onto YouTube. Something about them could be a solution to all this.
Right now, the radiation is creating more overgrowth than the tardigrades can eat. If we take out Ja'ula's device, the corruption will stop and the growth rate will return to normal. Then the tardigrades will eat the surplus overgrowth, corrupted or not. Given time, they should slowly bring the ecosystem back into balance.
Alright, let's find that device and shut it down.
This could be tricky. We can't disable the probes without clearing the corrupted mycelium, and we can't do that without risking detonation. We're gonna need to think outside the box on this one.
I'm listening.
We need to convince a hungry tardigrade to come to the buffet table, so to speak. If we can lure one of them to the probes, it might clear the overgrowth to a point where we can safely disarm them.
Lure a tardigrade. How do you propose we do that?
I'm thinking we use the healthy spore samples we collected earlier. If you're willing to wave a carrot in front of a hungry, practically indestructible 8-legged horse.
It's worth a shot. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Hey, tardigrade? Come with me. Good tardigrade. Good.
Tardigrade is distracted. Quickly, use your lure again.
Making damage detected.
That's it, you keep munching. Will do, Buffy.
Alright, turn off that probe and we'll move on. Good one. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe.
Will do. Let's just clear an area, shall we? I'm here, tardigrade. Good
Tardigrade is distracted. Quickly, use your lure again.
Yeah, I'm here. Here we go. Yeah. Good. That's how my AI crew has got this all sorted.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
All about it.
Nice! Only one more to go.
This way. Oh, good. Good. Keep it coming. That works.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
That seemed to work. Wow. The hell have I just ended up? Going back here, up in the first person again.
Enemy targets on center.
Will you go down? Q. Right, damn it.
This is all starting to come together. Ja'ula's plan, that is. I think I understand what she's trying to do.
Same. Alright, what do you have?
Ja'ula and House Mokai learn about classified Starfleet projects in 2256. She raids the Glen and discovers the spore drive, then steals all of the data on it. Unfortunately for her, Strahl corrupted the data before she stole it. So, when she made her spore-based superweapon, she was using bad data.
With tragic results. Ah!
This is all starting to come to... Ja'ula and House Mokai... She puts her shiny new toy on her flagship and joins the attack on Starbase 1. That didn't work out so well for her. Bad data, bad weapon. She pulls the trigger and boom! It blows up in her face and the explosion throws her into this century.
Her and many others.
Ja'ula works out the bugs in her weapon's design. She determines that mutated spores are a critical component, so she sets out to get more of them. That's where the probes come in. She fires them into the network, they beam out Hark-Peng radiation, spores mutate, and Ja'ula gets more ammo for her weapon of mass destruction.
Disturbing, but it makes sense.
Problem is, she didn't think it through. The radiation causes unexpected side effects, as we've seen firsthand. Somehow, I don't think Ja'ula is worried about collateral damage, though.
Agreed.
Knowledge is power. Now that we know what she's up to, we can take steps to put an end to her plan and protect the network from her actions. Hopefully, we'll be able to work with the Jalseb on this. Who knows, maybe the Alachi will join the fight. The sane Alachi, that is.
We're gonna need all the help we can get on this, I think.
No argument there. Wait, did you hear that? Something's coming. Something big.
Now what? That would be a ship. No. That's
I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
Alright, well they're not having a go at me. They're not attacking. This is good.
Do not fire. We are allies. Forgive me. It has been so long since I have used my voice.
I'm listening. Who are you?
I was Jarsev, a Romulan once. I am Ilachi now.
Are you reverting back to your original form?
Partially.
My mind returns to the time before my change. The weapon is to blame. It corrupts some of us, drives us mad. Others, like me, become fusions of Ilachi and what we were before. Wait. These weapons, they are not of your creation, are they?
Nah, the weapons were fired by Ja'ula, a renegade Klingon matriarch.
You must stop her. Close the rifts. Destroy her weapons. If she continues this madness, she will utterly corrupt this realm. If that happens, it will break through into the void space, your realm, and destroy everything.
Well, that's not gonna happen if I have anything to say about it.
You should return to your realm. Ja'ula's attack has angered other Ilachi. They are taking a fleet to destroy anything on the other side of the rift.
Like our ships.
You must leave now. Go to your realm and help your people.
Find everything
while you
adorable.
can.
May I'm still here. I'm still here. Thanks for your help, Patel.
It is our way. The Josep thank you for removing the sickness. We will work with Tarsev and other Ilachi who wish to stand together against Ja'ula. We believe we will meet again, friends. Goodbye.
Until next time, then. Let's get out of here.
We're receiving your data now. No sign of our House Mokai friends, but something's definitely happening with the rift. Based on what you've found out in the network, we'll be able to close it, but we'll need to get several external readings before we're ready to try.
Work fast, Captain. House Mokai might return, and sooner than we'd like.
Riskava and Hoffman can head to opposite ends of the rift. From there, we should each be able to get a differential reading. Once we have enough data, you can use a deflector modulation to close the rift.
Alright, let's make it happen. What's your census for Mokai ships, though?
Those Ilachi ships, they're using squadrons. The Ilachi drives make
got a slight problem up here. cover. And the prize is excellent. Kind of got a bit of a incredible. Wow, that
Wow, that actually worked. I can't say I didn't have doubts at first, but whew, well done. Not to rain on the parade here, but Ja'ula's still out there. As long as she has that weapon and the to power it, this can happen again.
Well, you can count on the Lucari. We will do what we can to stop her. This isn't just a threat to our universe. There's a brilliant, wondrous realm lying beneath our conception of space, and it's in danger as well. We can't let harm come to it from our side of the cosmos.
We stopped Ja'ula's attack and saved Andoria. I'd call that a good start. That rift, though, that's something you don't see every day, even in Starfleet. And I've seen some strange things in my time. It was good working with you all.
Good.
I'll make sure Starfleet Command is updated. We'll do everything we can to bring Ja'ula to justice and put a stop to this campaign of hers.
sounds good to me.
About Ja'ula, she's going to go after any spores she can get her hands on. You're going to want to cut her off, the sooner the better. And I can help with that.
Your expertise would be most helpful, Commander.
Pretty sure you didn't bring me into all this for a charming conversation, though that is a definite bonus. I'll be glad to have something to do. It'll help me adjust to life as a sentient hologram. I've got a lot to process and a lot to catch up on.
A lot has changed since 2257.
That might be the understatement of the 25th century. Short term, I'll start putting together a list of known spore colonies. We need to keep an eye on those. If we're lucky, we'll catch Ja'ula before something like this happens again.
Alright, keep me posted, Commander. This needs to end soon. Let's get out of here. Woohoo! That was intense.
What an extraordinary series of events. The mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lucari, I can assure you. Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Ja'ula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon, it's unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
There is no... though you could be useful. Not lie. It means saying goodbye. It means saying goodbye to you. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Woohoo! Alright, I got no idea how you pronounce that, but we're gonna promote you anyway. I just want to get you. Engineering, job for something sweet. Nope. I'll just stick with Lenez for now. I think I can actually, can I? Now it puts the armor back in there. Alright, I think we're good. Nice. Nice, very nice. Alright. Oh, hello. I have some skills. Traits. Nice. Firing torpedoes, bus continues this. Looking inside forces. I do. I got a sweet alien now. Right. It's not quite done. Some more. Alright, let's do one more story. Probably go to bed. That should take it to 50%. It does. Look at that.
A research team is analyzing spore colonies in the Donatu system. Their facilities are on a small moon there, but it's practically defenseless. Considering recent events, the Alliance wants to change that, and soon. They want us to go to Donatu and deploy defense satellites in orbit around the moon. Hopefully that will discourage anyone looking to harass the researchers or steal the spores.
Alright. Donatu! I do love my little Shepherd class starship now. Oh, hello, got some more coming. Nice, very nice. Alright, we're in Donatu. No worries, bestie. Take care. I said all this will be up on YouTube sometime tomorrow once I get stuff sorted. No! Oh, hello. Oh, it's like it's just a patrol. Sweet. That's fine. It's going to be a very short one, I think. It's going to be pretty cool. Since I won't be going to bed too late. It's always a good thing.
Sensors online, weapons active, shields at full. Good. Defense Satellite Alpha is open and ready for business. May it never fire a shot. We've got more work to do here. Let's get the next satellite in place.
Hell, let's go to deployment site beta.
Heads up! An Alachi fleet just dropped out of port.
Ship is under attack.
I was afraid of this. More Alachi.
That's right, we got it.
They're hitting Satellite Alpha again.
That's right, we got him.
Going after Satellite Delta.
Quit, do they?
Alachi flagship.
We got this.
Getting lots of good data coming in from the satellites. Looks like they're green across the board. Dunatu Station sends their regards. There's a few dozen people down there who will sleep a little easier tonight thanks to our efforts.
Well, if the Alachi return, the station will be ready for them.
The Alachi, the Ferengi, the Orions, and hey, let's not forget about Jaula. Anyone tries to make a play for the spore colony, they're gonna regret it. But I digress. As much as I'd like to stick around and see what the researchers are up to, there's more work to be done.
There is. Gotta grab some more Terran. Alright, see what I got here. Oh my word, we picked up quite a bit of stuff here, haven't we? Alright, let's sort it. Let's see what we've got. Alright, don't need that. No, don't want to. Don't need that. That. You don't have much in the way of a shield, do you? Oh, I do. Guess you could come down with us eventually. Who else got a book? Zara. Alright, so. Just got a sword. Just got that. Just got that. These are all engineering, which I'm not. So let's get rid of those. 12 fire. No, I don't want that. Can't just let's get rid of that. Fiber neural interface. No devices at all. Alright, I'll tell you what. Get that. Shouldn't have some point giving you that. Let's give you that. Give you that. Tudor berry wine. Oh, that's some stuff. I don't know what that's for. Hey, have some symptom. You look good. Alright, okay. Haven't got anything to open those. I think we're looking pretty good. Hang on there. Alright guys, I am gonna head off. Slightly annoying that I had to re-record some stuff, but hey ho, I'll be back tomorrow. Probably gonna carry on with this. There's a few more bits and pieces that I want to do. So like these. Cold War, Lost Dominion, Spectres. Wait, did they not just do Spectres? Oh, that was Sentinels. Either way, we'll do those as well. So looks like we've got a bit more Star Trek than I was expecting. Anyway, you guys take care. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.